What's good? What's good? I've had a nice, relaxing day. I slept in, and then I went and I volunteered at the Humane Society. I hung out with a really cool dog that looks like a very overweight version of my goober. Just the Staffy, an American Staffordshire Terrier, that the blue, the gray, the silver, whatever they call it, with like a patch of white on the front. And a big smile. Oh my gosh, after 2 minutes of me just giving him some chest rubs and trying to help calm him down, his mouth opened and smiled, and he was just doing that Staffy thing. If you know what they do, they just smile so big and it will literally light up a room. He was a sweet boy. Anyways, it's kind of connected to the title of this video. The masculine urge to raise a family and fight commies. And it's really interesting. Present day events have made me reanalyze historical events and the frame in which they have been provided to us, specifically the Red Scare, commies in Hollywood. Maybe there was something to it. And something I wish I could better explain is the fungibility of the term communist, authoritarian, collectivist, fascist. They are almost like replaceable. You can use any of them to sort of describe what we're having to combat, because it's not Marxist brand communism. The world will never see Marxist brand communism because it is a fantasy fairy tale land. And that's what everybody says about anarchism, that it's a fantasy fairy tale land. But in actuality, it's really the human starting point. Anarchism truly is the human starting point. So that's why I believe it's different than communism and not a fairy tale. The kind of collectivist authoritarianism we're experiencing today, and that we experienced throughout the entire 20th century, Stalin, Lenin, Mao, Pol Pot, the big names that killed millions, that was not Marxist level communism. That was just general authoritarian collectivism, because people have learned that you can use this concept of the proletariat or the working class or the marginalized as like a weapon, as a tool to guilt and shame the productive class into giving up their freedoms, to giving up their resources, and to participating in this system. It is heavily guilt and shame driven. Don't take my word for it. Look at history. Look at how they demonized in Russia, for example, the kulaks. Kulaks. Do some reading. The kulaks were demonized as like the bourgeoisie who are stealing your food, stealing your goods. Anyways, let's get back on topic. There has been an intentional destruction of the family unit that has been taking place for at least the last about 100 years, because authoritarians realized strong families don't need the state. Strong families want to be left alone. And I say all of this as an acid-dropping hippie who fucking loves humans. I'm one of those people that have the love-hate relationship with humans. If you give me good energy, I will give it back tenfold. Okay, so to raise a family, a strong family, you don't want the government interfering in your life. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Can I just say, babies are fucking adorable. Their chubby little legs and their just pure innocent eyes. It is the most just like baby kids and baby goats, which are also called kids, And baby dogs, puppies, the fucking cutest, most amazing things in the world. And that is what I want to surround myself with. I want to have baby goats and grown-up adults too, but goats and dogs and chickens and a garden and a wife and kids, and they're going to have a go-kart, and we're just going to have so much fun loving on our planet. And we're going to have compost, and we're going to do all kinds of cool creative things to love on our planet. I was going to do a whole nother video titled "To Live Virtuously and Love Hard." And that's just the meaning of life, and that is the source of happiness. To live virtuously and to love hard. Because I'm going to love the shit out of my family when we finally start one. When I finally find a lady that loves me at my worst, living in a van down by the river. It's Chris Farley. I don't know why. It's just habit. I have to do it. But the government wants to make it hard for Americans just to own a little bit of land and to be self-sufficient, because there is a general collective authoritarian effort going on right now, the Great Reset. They want to consolidate resources in the name of equity and all that other bullshit. We're righting wrongs and we're helping marginalized and oppressed populations. No, you're not. It's all a fucking Trojan horse. And more people are waking up. And so if you also are waking up and realizing, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Let me tell you the solution. It's in the title of the video. Raise a family and fight commies. Remember that commies is just a fungible term for collective authoritarians, collectivist authoritarians. It's just fun to say. I don't think they're not actual communists. Actual communists are retards. Absolute fucking retards. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And if you are an actual fucking communist, prove me wrong. Let's chat. It's so wild to me that, like, punch a Nazi is popular, but punch a communist isn't, because the communists killed way more people than the Nazis. True facts. But we're not taught that in history. Or it's kind of glossed over. Funny how that works. Anyways, I'll end the video there. Fuck the globalists. The global communists. Fuck them. We gotta fight them. Love your family. Live virtuously.